Emily was just an ordinary woman in her mid-30s, navigating life with a restless heart and a mind full of questions about purpose and abundance. But then, everything changed in an instant. A violent car accident catapulted her into a realm she never thought possible. This near-fatal moment didn't merely threaten her existence, it shattered the very foundation of her skepticism. In those harrowing seconds, as metal crumpled and time slowed, Emily found herself propelled beyond the physical confines of her body. It was in this breathtaking intersection of life and death that she encountered a divine being, an entity radiating warmth and love that filled the void of fear surrounding her. It was here that secrets of prosperity and spiritual awareness unfolded, revealing profound truths that would reshape her understanding of the universe and her place within it. What if one moment could shatter everything you thought you knew about wealth and fulfillment? Picture this: a near-fatal accident that thrusts Emily into the arms of the divine, revealing insights that could change your life too. If you're curious to learn more, hit that like button and subscribe for powerful insights. Stay tuned as Emily unveils the secrets of prosperity that emerge from her extraordinary experience, promising to illuminate your own path to abundance. And little did she know, this was just the beginning of her incredible spiritual awakening. So don't miss what comes next. In an instant, everything went dark. One moment I was feeling the jarring impact of the crash, and the next, my consciousness lifted from my battered body. Time seemed to stand still as I drifted away from the chaos, leaving behind the clamor of sirens and the cries for help that echoed in the distance. I floated into an unfamiliar space, pulled by an invisible force that felt both strange and familiar at once. The swirling emotions that enveloped me were a tempest of fear and curiosity, yet beneath it all lay an overwhelming sense of peace. It was as if all the weight I had carried through life, the guilt, the pain, the doubts, had been stripped away, leaving a freedom I had never known. There was no longer a pulse pounding in my ears, no throbbing ache in my chest. I was free. As I drifted deeper into this serene expanse, I could feel warmth radiating around me, almost like an embrace. It was comforting and soothing, as if the universe itself was cradling me, assuring me that I was safe. I began to notice subtle shifts in the air, vibrations that seemed to hum with life and energy. What was this place? It felt like stepping onto the threshold of something profound, a reality that existed beyond the physical realm. But in this unfolding moment, I found myself asking the question that lingers in the hearts of many when faced with the unknown. What do you truly feel when confronted with the abyss of uncertainty? It's a question that transcends my experience, touching the core of human existence. I imagined countless souls throughout history grappling with similar moments when they hovered between life and death, the known and the unknown. As I surrendered to this emotional whirlwind, I found myself enveloped by the stillness of the space around me. Each breath I took, or was it my spirit simply being, felt rhythmic and harmonious with the pulse of this mysterious realm. It was mesmerizing. I couldn't quite comprehend what awaited me in this unfamiliar space, yet an insatiable curiosity propelled me forward. What secrets did this journey hold? What revelations were to come? As I lingered there, anticipation thrumming in the fabric of my being, I sensed that something extraordinary was just around the corner, waiting to unravel. As I found myself suspended in that serene void, an overwhelming sense of stillness enveloped me. It felt as though time had slipped away, leaving only the essence of my being, stripped of earthly concerns. Suddenly, a radiant light emerged from the darkness, a luminosity unlike anything I had ever experienced. This was not just light. It was a living essence, pulsating with warmth and love. It radiated so intensely that I could feel it penetrating the very core of my soul, washing over me like a gentle tide, erasing the pain and regrets I'd carried for years. In that moment, I was flooded with a sense of familiarity, an unshakable certainty that this divine presence knew me intimately. It was as if every secret I had hidden, even from myself, was laid bare before this radiant being. Each memory, every doubt and fear, was transformed into pure understanding, surrounded by compassion that enveloped me like a warm embrace. When the being spoke, its voice resonated deep within me, harmonizing with thoughts and emotions that I had long silenced. It was not mere sound. It was an experience that echoed through the very fabric of my spirit, illuminating truths I had buried for too long. The voice carried with it a depth of understanding that surpassed my own, revealing insights that felt simultaneously foreign and deeply familiar. As I listened, I understood that I was being shown not just the fragility of my life, but the intricate web of connections that bound us all together. "You are loved beyond measure," the voice whispered softly, sending ripples of warmth through my heart. I marveled at how each word wrapped around me with a nurturing comfort, erasing the loneliness and isolation that had shadowed my existence. In that moment, I no longer felt like a solitary soul adrift in the universe. I was part of something far greater, woven into the cosmic tapestry of love and purpose. As this benevolent light began revealing its truths, I felt an undeniable shift within me. Questions that had haunted my existence began to unfurl like petals of a flower opening to the dawn. What does it mean to truly live? What is my purpose? And, more startlingly, what had I been chasing in my quest for happiness? Every insight felt like an awakening, a gentle nudge urging me to step beyond my struggles and recognize the abundance that had always been available but obscured by fear and confusion. Just as the floodgates of revelation seemed poised to open fully, a profound clarity descended upon me. It reminded me that life is not about the accumulation of wealth, but rather about the forging of connections, both with others and with the divine essence within ourselves. Every choice I made, every relationship I nurtured, was an opportunity to participate in the great dance of existence. Yet, just as I began to feel the enormity of this insight, the light flickered, pulling back the veil just enough to leave me on the edge of understanding. What truths did this divine being intend to unveil? The very essence of my being tingled with anticipation, pushing me to yearn for more clarity, more wisdom. I sensed that the answers held not just for me, but for you, dear listener, were close at hand. The paths of prosperity and spiritual awakening entwined, and it felt like we were all part of a collective journey toward enlightenment, if only we could embrace it. What if the key to true prosperity lies beyond material wealth? As I hovered in that divine space, a comforting voice enveloped me, cutting through the noise of uncertainty and doubt. The weight of my earthly concerns began to dissipate, replaced by an overwhelming sense of clarity. It was as though the very fabric of the universe was opening up to me, inviting me to a deeper understanding of abundance. True prosperity, the voice assured me, is not merely about wealth, but about spiritual richness, the abundance that aligns with your purpose. Each word reverberated within me, igniting a profound transformation in my perception. Wealth had been a word I associated with bank accounts and possessions, yet here I was, learning that the essence of prosperity extended far beyond these material confines. It was about fulfillment, a connection that wove together my existence and that of the universe around me. It felt as if the universe itself was stretching out its arms, coaxing me to step into a broader realm of understanding. I envisioned connections, roots entwined beneath the surface of the earth, intertwining lives, shared stories, and experiences. The richness of these relationships began to outshine the superficial luster of material gain. I realized that true wealth could exist in the laughter shared with loved ones, in the serenity found in quiet moments, and in the joy of service to others. This new definition of prosperity filled me with exhilarating hope. Images flashed through my mind of moments that truly mattered, sunsets shared with friends, the warmth of a hug, the thrill of a deep conversation that touched the soul. My life was an intricate tapestry, and each thread represented a connection, a memory, an experience that cultivated growth in a way no bank balance could. As the voice continued to resonate within me, emphasizing the need to align with my true purpose, I felt an urgent call to action. My heart quickened at the realization that prosperity required an openness to the richness of every moment. I registered a shift occurring within me, as if my very atoms were aligning in harmony with this unveiling truth. I understood the work would begin with introspection, asking myself what truly mattered, what intentions I should embrace to live in accordance with this newfound definition of abundance. But how would this new definition of prosperity transform my life? The question lingered in my mind, pulling me deeper into reflection. It beckoned me to explore the powerful possibilities that lay ahead, inviting me to envision an existence rich in spiritual connections, fulfillment, and purpose. The journey was only just beginning, filled with insights waiting to guide me toward a more abundant existence, one that transcended anything I had previously imagined. I stood on the precipice of a new understanding, my near-death experience still vivid in my memory, a lighthouse guiding me through the fog of uncertainty. In that moment of vulnerability, I was blessed with insights that felt transcendent, as if whispered directly from the universe. Among the myriad revelations, certain practices emerged that would become the bedrock of my spiritual transformation. Daily meditation, gratitude journaling, and visualization techniques. Each of these practices held the power to radically change how I perceive my world. Beginning with daily meditation, I discovered a sanctuary within myself. As I dedicated just a few moments each morning to quiet my mind, a profound calm washed over me. It was like pressing the pause button on a chaotic life, allowing me to reconnect with my essence. Each session unveiled layers of awareness I had previously ignored, thoughts drifting like clouds, emotions ebbing and flowing like tides. Slowly, I learned to observe these phenomena without judgment, cultivating a profound sense of inner peace. What I now understood was that through meditation, I wasn't merely finding stillness, I was uncovering the beauty in my every breath and the richness of my inner world. Alongside this practice, gratitude journaling became an essential tool in my transformation toolbox. Each evening, I made it a ritual to reflect on the day, sometimes writing intricate details, other times jotting down fleeting moments that brought me joy. The simple act of acknowledging my blessings shifted my focus. Instead of fixating on what I lacked, I found myself immersed in appreciation for the ordinary miracles that filled my life. The warmth of the sun on my skin, the laughter of a friend, the aroma of a meal, these became the elements of my daily gratitude. With each entry, I felt my spirit lift, and I began to recognize that true abundance was all around me, waiting to be seen. As I embraced visualization techniques, I felt as though I was painting my future with every intention I set. I learned to harness the power of my imagination, crafting vivid images of the life I yearned for. Visualizing not just the outcomes, but the emotions attached to those dreams, I began to step into the reality I wished to create. Each mental picture ignited a new spark within me, and gradually, I started to take steps aligned with my visions. These methods became my anchors, leading me through life's storms and guiding me to joyous moments that reinforce my connection to the universe. These practices could radically change how you see your world. By shining a light on the beauty that surrounds us, we open doors to a deeper awareness of ourselves and our experiences. I was living proof of this transformative journey, feeling compelled to share the wisdom I had gathered. But what transformations awaited me as I implemented these practices? The exciting path forward beckoned me, hinting at possibilities that once seemed unreachable, and I couldn't help but wonder how far I could go in this unfolding adventure. Through my journey, I discovered that true richness isn't about what we possess, but who we become. This revelation struck me with the force of a tidal wave, washing away the transient values I once held dear. As I sat before that luminous presence, every doubt and insecurity dissipated like fog under the sun. What emerged was a profound understanding of my essence. My spirit, free from the trappings of materialism, existing simply for its own sake. It was as if I had uncovered a treasure chest within me, filled not with gold or jewels, but with compassion, authenticity, and the love I was capable of offering to the world. In those moments of clarity during my near-death experience, I realized that each of us carries this wealth within. It's a wealth that flourishes when nurtured with self-love, understanding, and a willingness to embrace the grain of our unique journeys. So I urge you to remember, the soul's wealth is the foundation of prosperity. Nurture your spirit and everything else will follow. When we prioritize our inner development and connect with our true selves, we cultivate the most important kind of abundance, one that emanates confidence and inspires those around us to embark on their own transformative paths. If my story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more transformative experiences. Together, let's create a community where we support one another, sharing insights that propel us all towards spiritual and financial abundance. I want this platform to be a sanctuary for growth, a space where we achieve not just material success, but genuine fulfillment. And I'd love to hear how you define prosperity in the comments below. Let's learn and grow together. Each story shared, each experience recounted has the power to inspire another. Your voice matters, and I believe that through engaging dialogue, we can uncover even more layers of understanding about what it means to truly prosper. Thank you for allowing me to share my journey with you. Until next time, may your path be filled with discovery and purpose. Remember, life is meant to be explored, cherished, and shared, so let's walk this beautiful journey together.